All right, welcome to Coffee with Marcus and Mark, the number one stock market show on Spotify and one of the most popular market updates on YouTube. So, in this show, we are going to talk to you about what's happening in the markets and how we are trading it. And today is Monday, January 3rd. And wow, there's still a lot going on because last Friday stocks closed higher and the Nasdaq was actually able to notch out its third week of wins. And this week brings a busy earnings season. 40% of the Dow companies are releasing financial results. We also have the PCE report on Friday, so there's never a dull moment. And definitely need to take a look at this. How are we trading the markets and what did I do with my Nvidia position? By the way, if this is your first time here, I'm Markus Heitkoetter. This super smart guy over there is my head coach, Markus. And we are real traders who trade live accounts. So therefore, we got a lot of trading experience and we're showing you how we are trading these crazy markets. Now, with that said, geez, Mark, on Friday, big day. And then after a slow start, it seems that we have a little bit of a follow-up today.
Absolutely, Marcus. We had fireworks on Friday. Just a real nice rally, closing near session highs. You see, after the 3-day slide in the S&P, a real nice comeback there. Finishing Friday up 1.9%, but I believe we're still negative for the week.
Yeah, the S&P and the Dow was negative for the week, but this was able to get the Dow back into positive territory for the year. So all three major indices now positive for the year. And looking at the economic calendar, there is not a whole lot going on the economic calendar. We had this morning the leading index, I think it's from Consumer Board, came in slightly worse than expected, but it's a yellow flag report. That's not what the markets are reacting to.
Yeah, and this week, I think you have some wild cards. There you see advanced GDP on Thursday, so that's 8:30 a.m. pre-market. You also have on Friday the, nope, yes, core PCE price index. So you have some wild cards with core PCE. That is something that the Fed looks at, but I think it's really earnings this week.
Yeah, because for the last few weeks, it has been all about inflation and what the Fed will do. And right now, let me just refresh it. Because earlier it seemed that traders, there were some that were factoring in, yeah, look at this. Right now for the next meeting, traders are factoring in a probability of 99.8% of a 25 basis point hike and a 0.2% chance that the Fed will leave rates alone. That's of course not going to happen. But this just shows that right now the focus is definitely shifting from the inflation story to earnings, as you said.
Yeah, and it's a busy week for earnings. We're getting into the big part of earnings where you have some big names. This week we have Microsoft, IBM, Tesla, Visa, Mastercard. So we're getting into some good quality earnings names.
Yeah, so definitely Tesla will be the big one this week. Tomorrow, is it tomorrow that Microsoft is reporting? Yeah, tomorrow after the bell, Microsoft. So this is where we see that big tech is kicking off, and then we have more big tech coming next week. But then, yeah, this week it's all about Dow companies like 3M, like GE, like Johnson & Johnson, like AT&T, IBM. This is what we said. 40% of the companies in the Dow are reporting earnings this week. American Express, Chevron, all these in the good old Dow.
Yeah, so we'll see if there's any insight into how these companies are handling inflation and higher interest rates. Your future guidance, always a focus for traders, wondering just how these companies are expected to do in the future, not only just how they did last quarter. So it's earnings are in the spotlight for sure.
Yeah, and then also we have jobs. This is where the Fed said, okay, we're doing good with the PCE index that was released last month. We're doing good with CPI, but then the jobs market was too strong for the Fed. But now I saw that this morning in Business Insider, the layoffs, and in the first 20 days of January, we have eclipsed the first 6 months of 2022.
Wow. Wow.
So
And
definitely, yeah.
yeah, that's what the Fed would like to see. Just because when you have a strong job market and you have strong wages and increasing wages and competition, where employees can job search and hop from one company to the next to make more money, having more money to spend. That's not helping inflation. So this is a good thing for the Fed and Spotify, another company to lay off.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we heard this morning. So seems that we are getting in the right direction. Oops, something happened to the sound.
And now it's good.
And now we're back. Okay, good. Let me just adjust this here really quick. So before we look at our positions, let's just see what's happening today in the markets. So looking at a 5-minute chart of the S&P, at first when we opened, we were diddling around a little bit, but now it is up, up and away.
Yeah, interesting. Real quiet start. I mean, we were barely budging. Overnight movement was pretty much non-existent. But a real nice follow through to Friday's move and trading at session highs. S&P up 1.3% right now.
Yeah, and this is where we talked about it. Looking at the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. I mean, on Friday, the S&P 500 slammed again into the 200-day moving average and stopped right there. And then we also had the 4,000 level, and we know that last week we had the battle around the 4,000 level. But now it seems that we are just slicing through, and we're even taking out the highs that have been established earlier here in January. So let's say where we close today, but this could set the tone for the rest of the week.
Yeah, taking out short-term resistance there, trading at levels we haven't seen since December 14th. So 1 month highs right now and pretty solid start to the day.
All right. So let's take a look at our positions and what's happening here. So heading over to the PowerX Optimizer, zooming out a little bit, and then the first one here is CTRA, and CTRA is just teasing with us. I mean, we both have a position where we got assigned at 26. You sold some calls against it last week, and they expired worthless on Friday. So we're both still in the CTRA position and looking to sell some more calls this morning. You were looking to sell some calls. Let me just bring up the calculator here. CTRA, the 26 for 30 cents, which would give you 83% annualized. Have you been filled
Yeah.
yet?
No, I just looked because we started to pop higher again, but not filled yet. Last week, my calls expired worthless. Right now, it's just in premium collection mode. I mean, this is when the wheel's fun, where you're able to sell calls. Definitely able to get 30% annualized right now on the calls that are available for 26 or for the 26 strike. But I'm old now. I think I could get that 30.
Yeah, I mean, earlier today we were looking at the 35 possibly, but right now the 30 seems to be good. I mean, based on my position size, this would give me $1,620, and that would be a good start into the week. All right, moving on. The Google finally moving. I mean, huge day on Friday after they finally announced that, yes, they will lay off people too. And this is what everybody was waiting for. What is Google doing after Microsoft announced layoffs, Amazon announced layoffs, other tech companies announced layoffs? And today there seemed to be a nice follow through. So today, Google up, 1.8%, tacking on to Friday's huge big move.
Loving this move, loving this move. So for my position on Google, if I was to sell 104 calls, I would need to get 43 cents to get that 30% annualized that we're after. Right now, the 104 is 29 by 30 offer. So the 103 strike has enough premium there to get my 30%. The 104 getting close. I think if we pop above 100, I might be able to sell calls. I'm loving this move.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we are seeing here. That's exactly what you said, where we can plug it into the calculator and we see that 103 right at 30%. The 104 at 19%. We like to see at least 30% annualized. So, yep, we might need to see a pop above 100. And I mean, also right now, Google is just up, and away here.
Can't complain.
All right, next one. Nvidia, my Nvidia position that I've been in, geez, for a long time. We talked about it last week. Should I roll it or should I let it go? And on Friday, Nvidia also had a huge, massive rally. So therefore, since the rally kicked in the afternoon, I didn't get the premium that I wanted for rolling, and I decided to let it go. So there it is. Nvidia is gone, and this has been a really, really interesting trade. I mean, looking at the trading log, this is a trade that I entered on April 20th last year. So it has been going on for quite a while, but I've been able to sell calls, to sell puts, and this is probably my most profitable trade in the last 2 years, with a realized profit and loss of $38,467.78. I paid $56 in commissions, and I even received some dividends. And the dividends took care of the commissions, basically.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
Also, since this is closed, no more buying power tied up in this. So right now, I just have the buying power tied up for CTRA and Google, which is around $270,000 out of the around $800,000 in buying power that I have available in this account here. So doing good.
That works. I know that there are going to be some people that say, Marcus, you should have stuck with it. You should have rolled. You should have kept it. You should have rolled up. But you can't make money with woulda, coulda, shoulda trading. And you had to make a decision. I think it was a great decision. You were able to get a lot of profit there. You executed a rescue mission flawlessly. And because of that extra buying power tied up in that rescue, I think it made sense to free that buying power up and be in a position to now take on new trades. But I can't complain about this semiconductor move right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you're still in AMD. So this is working out great. But yeah, it is time to say goodbye to NVIDIA, and therefore deleting it from the watch list.
The final, yep.
Yeah. But I mean, this is where, especially right now in earnings season, we are looking to take advantage of move like this that we had in PNC last week. PNC reacted to earnings very
Yeah.
heavily. Super solid company. We like PNC. Moving lower, therefore, I sold the 148. You sold the 147. PNC had a monster rally on Friday, follow through today. Therefore, these expired worthless, and that's exactly what we are looking for. And so here we also don't have this. This means that right now I have 3 open positions in my portfolio, and I'll definitely be looking for some earnings plays. I will be very, very interested looking at earnings plays for example, that's pretty high. Visa, I was just looking if Visa or Amex, if anything,
AXP.
XP, if they are trading at levels where it might, we'll
Yeah,
see.
you never know.
Maybe this might be something. If there is a massive drop of AXP, of possibly picking up some puts at 136. So this looking good. Let's see what Mastercard looks like. Yeah, it's very similar like Visa. Let's see. What are we thinking about IBM as a possibility? No, that will be too high. But then we also have Tesla. Is it time to roll the dice on Tesla and maybe sell some puts at 100?
I mean, it looks like we found a nice little bottom there, but that's a
Yeah.
tough one. That's a tough one.
But anyhow, this is
You know,
where earnings season is exciting because that's where we might see some really good opportunities coming up. Also, with more airlines reporting towards the end of the week. And what else did we have? Yeah, we have Southwest American Airlines, JetBlue. Um, I mean, we also have Chevron. This might be a good one. And I think we have more oil and gas coming up next week, don't we?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, lots of opportunities, not much going on today. I mean, on the scanner, nothing, no surprise with that move that we are seeing here. I mean, the NASDAQ up almost 2%, the Dow up 1%, and the S&P in the middle at 1.4%. So nothing yet to establish new positions. Definitely keeping an eye on CTRA and seeing if CTRA can actually break above 26. This would be nice. Then we can sell some more calls. So right now, it's managing the existing positions, Google and CTRA today. And you might be able to sell some Google. I mean, nothing seems to stop Google right now on a 5 minute chart, just taking a brief pause here, but could continue to rally.
Yeah, Google looking good. Would love to sell calls today. Can't sell calls on it, but I am happy with AMD's moves. Talking about percent gains, AMD up 8% right now.
Hey, that's awesome. Okay. So, lots going on. And if you would like to know more of how exactly we trade, I'll link to a video right here. It is the wheel strategy. By the way, if you enjoyed the video, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then we'll see you again tomorrow.
Happy trading, everybody.